We're up at 182 pounds. Derek Aupperle, a junior for Kewaskum. And junior Zach Gassner for Campbellsport. These guys with a tough act to follow. After that match at 170 that saw Nathan Olson come back and win it 15-11, it's 16-3 on the Vans Honda of Green Bay team scoreboard. The Indians leading the Cougars. This match at 182 pounds, brought to you by the Kewaskum Indians Wrestling Club, and we thank them for their continued support of Indians Wrestling here on BanderStateWrestling.com. Kewaskum Indians Youth Tournament on January 7th. Gassner 4-1 at the varsity level, limited action a year ago at 160. And Aupperle at the varsity level a year ago, just shy of 500. Aupperle was 5th in the conference. The goal this season is to be a conference champion and a state qualifier. And a year ago, it was his most rewarding wrestling moment when the opening match in that duel against the Cougars at Campbellsport a year ago, a duel that would see Campbellsport come back to win it. Aupperle, a team captain, also plays football and baseball at Kewaskum. We appear to have another tightly contested matchup here at 182. No score inside of 30 seconds. And to me, it's all about short time. Find a way to win the final 20 seconds of each period. You win those 60 seconds, you're going to get your arm raised a lot. Out of bounds, we'll reset 15 seconds. Here we go. You want to wrestle smart here, but try to get an angle. Snap him down, get an underhook, move his feet, try to get an angle, find a window, get an opportunity. Fire off an attack. Appears these two content to take a scoreless match to the second period. Choice goes to Gassner. And in my opinion, this is a no-brainer. You go on bottom, and exactly gets the attention of head coach Mark Peterson. And no doubt about it, scoreless match, you are going on bottom. You're scoring that first point. Great atmosphere here at Kewaskum High School. You knew it would be. Bitter rivals, Kewaskum and Campbellsport, just minutes away. Gassner trying to suck up a single leg. Aupperle doing a nice job right there to push the head down. And Gassner, slick reversal, 2-0. Aupperle able to tripod to his feet, now trying to gain hand control. Does a nice job there, gets hand control, gets some hip separation, and squares up for the escape. 2-1 on the Vans Honda of Green Bay scoreboard in favor of the Cougar, with 55 ticks showing here in the second period. Gassner with the wrist. Wants to make sure that he's able to circle inside. Nice job there by Aupperle. You want to control the center of the mat, and that time Aupperle able to push the pace, moving Gassner out of bounds. Gassner in that situation wants to circle in, want to control the center of the mat. Doesn't show up on the scoreboard, but it's little things like that. Who's got head position? Who controls the ties? Who's center of the mat? That is the kind of stuff that it matters. And more often than not, you're able to do those things. Sooner or later, it's going to reflect on the scoreboard. And more often, maybe than anything, it's a mentality. It's an edge. Gassner again, he's got the wrist. Able to get to a leg, final 10 seconds, can he finish? Aupperle trying to hustle around behind. Two to one to the third. Aupperle now with choice. He'll go on bottom. At 145, it was Skolza Kewaskum with a major. Then Merritt's with a pin at 52. Cody Muckerhide got a forfeit for the Indians at 160. And then one we might be talking about for a long time before it's all said and done, Nathan Olson, that comeback victory at 170. 16-3 is where we stand. And I like that right there. Might go unnoticed, but Aupperle getting up and jogging to the center. And that's another one of those things that I really like. It's control what you can control, and you run back to the center. Perception is everything. Maybe it gives just Gassner a little bit of doubt. I remember wrestling, if I saw a guy hustle back to the center, my mentality was in a tight battle like this, you got to be kidding me. You're not tired? I know I'm gassed. And maybe because of that, you get your opponent to break just a little bit quicker. I like that. I'm a big body language guy. Always watching body language. Aupperle to his feet. And the escape. We're 2-2 with a minute and a half. Aupperle right back in with an attack. Didn't have much of a setup there. But he was okay taking that shot at the edge. I wouldn't recommend that kind of a shot center of the mat. But where he was, in conjunction to the edge, he was okay. Again, right now, early season battle. Got to dig down deep. And right now, Aupperle pushing the pace. Gassner's got to be careful. We've seen it a couple of times now. Gassner's got to be careful. He's going to get hit with stalling. And Gassner, hands on the hips, hands on the knees. That's not the stance you want to be in. Gassner wants to get back on his feet. He's got to be careful again. He's got to circle in. Now Gassner takes a shot, but didn't have any kind of a setup. It's now 4-2 with that shot there from Gassner. Didn't have a setup, and he didn't have a purpose with that shot. There wasn't a real meaning. Just kind of dove in, and Aupperle, to his credit, capitalized. Aupperle trailed this one 2-1. Heading into the third. And Aupperle and Kewaskum wanting to get this W at 182 after they felt they let one get away at 170. This match at 182 was brought to you by the Kewaskum Indians Wrestling Club, and they get a big win here at 182 from junior Derek Aupperle, who's off to a 2-0 start. He rallies back to get the decision 4-2. And it's 19-3 Kewaskum over Campbellsport here on BadgerStateWrestling.com.